Hello, Pretend Football fans. Maul here with the first ever Maul's Minutes. Everything you need to know about the week that was in the NJCFFL in 7 minutes or less. What befell your favorite squad? The Lakehurst Dirigibles traveled to Sky Elite Ultra Thin Stadium, to face off against the Drop and Loads, and they got creamed, literally. Coach Lewis's Loads laid waste to the Blimps, highlighted by stellar performances from Devon A. Chain and TJ Edwards, while Coach Medeiros' Blimps deflated with abominable play from Kurt Kissin Cousins, Drake London, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Woof. Loads 103.85, Blimps 59.65. The battle for supremacy in the Martin household was on the line as Coach Sean Martin's Roswell 51ers traveled to the Boneyard and Pine Lake Park to face off against Coach Scott and last year's runners-up, the Tombstones. An entertaining matchup throughout as the teams went back and forth, but in the end, great scoring from 51ers rookie Xavier Worthy and Jerome Econoline Ford were outdone by the Tombstones' massive trio of Brian Cuckoo Kachu Robinson Jr., Chris Are You a Godwin? And the golden leg of Brandon Aubrey Stone, 113.05, 51ers 99.25. Coach Dennis and the Dirty Digits faced off on the road against Jeff and Katie and their Cooter Wolves in Week 1. The lone bright spot for Tinky Winky Stinky Pinkies was the nearly arrested Tyreek Hill, who went off against the Cooter Wolves as if they were the Miami-Dade Police Department. Seriously, he probably still would have been the Pink's highest scorer even if he played handcuffed. The Cooter Wolves, however, got outstanding overperformances from Tua Tagovailoa, Stefan Can You Digs It, and perennial handcuff favorite Alexander Madison. Who knew I could sneak in 2 handcuff jokes in one segment? Cooter Wolves 98.1, Stinky Pinkies 67.55. Defending champion Coach Cody One Belt and the Pickle Boys of the Cumberland Crew looked to start up where they left off as they played host to Coach Marion and the Georgia O'Keeffe Vagina Flowers. The Crew went off. Saquon Not Washed Barkley, the Penguin Jalen Waddle, generic Kenneth Walker III. Hell, he even piled on the kicker points with Kaimi Fairbairn. Truly a slaughter as the Flowers were left with their stamens limp and their stalks bare. The Living God Amon-Ra St. Brown, Raheem Mostert, and George Kittle all fell way off their projections and were cut down into the briny deep. Crew 132.6, Flowers 76.3. Coach Kylan and the Nippon International Commune Collaborating Articulate Gundam Enterprises, I hope that was worth it, I've only got 5 minutes, traveled to the Blue Oyster Arena to face off against Coach Andrew and the Funky Butt Lovin'. Who could forget that amazing turn the Funky Bunch had a few years ago, racing back only to fall just short of the playoffs? Well, it appears Nick Cage doesn't give a crap. What a beating! Ageless Mike Evans, Joe the Outcast Mixon, Debo Samuel, AJ Brown, even Jake Moody combined to assault the poor Butt Boys. Isaiah Pacheco was better than expected, and so was Roquan Smith, but the rest were just terrible. No one expected to see this much action in the Blue Oyster. Nick Cage, high score of the week, 155.2, Butts 73.85. It was all on the line Monday night as Coach Menzie and Get to the Chopper faced off on the road against Coach Matt Keys and his Keys to Victory, still playing home in the Catskills while a more permanent stadium is being built. The Keys had the lead led by Alvin, the Cajun King Kamara, and Reishi Fried Rice, but had to watch as the whole roster full of Jets took the field. And that turned out to be pretty anticlimactic. Breece Hall exceeded Gage Laser's projections, but Aaron Old Man Rodgers, Garrett, possibly overrated Wilson, and Greg Big Z Zerline all fell very, very flat. Keys 75.05, Jets, Choppas 61.05. And that's all I have for you today, PSBN fans. Stay tuned to the channel as Syke and I break down the bitter brother battle between the Gravy Legs and Beavers and the cross-division matchup between the Cincinnati Heartbreak and the Miami Urami. Please take the time to click that like button, subscribe, or leave a comment. We live for your feedback, and it helps us make this the best slate of programming for you, our loyal viewers. Or don't, because we're probably going to do this anyway. I'll be back next week as we cover all the things of note in Week 2 of the NJCFFL season.